Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of ran out of stores there. Um, yeah. I mean, what I'm kind of doing now with the whole conversation is kind of just kind of like, as you can see, I'm just kind of like really at the tail end of it. Basically, I'm basically ran out of stuff to say, and I'm just basically kind of, you know, I don't know if you were sitting in front of me, maybe I'd be asking this stuff. I don't know. Maybe not, depending on. Eventually, I'd want to know though. Eventually I'd want to know how your boyfriend is treating you. Yeah, I'm not one of those, some fathers don't care, whatever. Some fathers are like, all right, well, that's your business. No, 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 no. No. I mean, I really want to know. I wouldn't be all up in your business, of course. I wouldn't be like that either. But I mean, I want to know if somebody's disrespecting my daughter, dude. Come on now. Like, that's a little, I mean, come on, you know. But, I don't know. Um, I don't know. So what kind of stuff you into? What about college? You going to college at all or what? What's up with college? I mean, are you gonna go? If so, for how long? Where? What college? Are you gonna stay in state, out of state? You gonna do ECC? Or are you gonna go somewhere else, like 4 year college? What are you into? Like, what do you want to do? Um, uh, I don't know. Um, I don't even know. Um, yeah. So the thing about college is, with the way things are today. I mean, of course, do whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to talk you out of nothing. Trust me. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, it's your future. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you, just trying to keep the conversation rolling. That's all. But the thing about college is, I mean, the economy is so like, I don't know. It's just so uncertain. Like, if you watch TV or something, they'll say one thing, like say, "Oh, it's getting better and slowly picking up." Well, that's what happens. Um, like if you notice, the economy will get better and then it'll get worse. And it'll get. It's kind of like it's kind of like a. It's not settled. It's not steady. No matter what they tell you, it's just not steady. Um, and it's like it's kind of like gasoline. Like gasoline will go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down before something happens. Um, and everybody knows something's going to happen, just on when is it going to happen, sort of thing. But whatever. What I'm saying about college is there's like a lot of uncertainty in the world, and you know, college, you take out financial aid, loans, stuff like that you have to pay back that belongs to the government. And in this day and age, now again, I'm not telling you what to do. If anything, I'm just trying to look out for you. Do whatever you want to do, but when you do it, make the right choice. That's it. Do it for yourself. Trust me. Your future will be better off making the right choice versus making some rash choice just because you think a certain, career is cool, or your friend's going to a certain school. Well, that friend is going to be 10 years from now. Is that person going to be your friend? Hopefully, but probably not. Like your friends now in high school, I'm sure you love them. Even your boyfriend. I mean, whatever. You know, but 10 years down the road, are you really gonna know these people? You might think you might, but probably not. That's just the way life is. Um, so I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, um, kind of like stepping outside of the moment and just looking and kind of like, I don't know, planning ahead. Um, it's called being smart. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying you're not like that, but I'm just letting you know that, all the good jobs, I'm not saying all of them are. I mean, I guess maybe it depends on your major. I'm sure there's a lot of it. Like nursing jobs, always open. Um, that's not the kind of job where you're really gonna have to wait or sit around and wait tables for 10 years just to get a position. I mean, nurses are in high demand. I mean, really. How many nurses do I see like every day? Like, they're all over the place. Trust me. It's not a rare job to be a nurse or to be in the medical field. Um, but you know, I don't know. So I don't know. I just like, I just say this stuff because I mean, if you're gonna go to college, you should um I don't know. You have to understand. I mean, like these loans, man. Like, I mean, really, I'm not saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just like if something happens, and you don't have enough time to pay all this debt. I mean, I'm just saying, man. We just live in an age where it's really uncertain. Um, and I don't want to see like you go to school and really try to do something with your life, and all of a sudden, like, of course, I want to see you do something with your life, of course. I just want to see you're my kid, so I'm just having this conversation because I want to see you go about it intelligently. Just don't dive into something and just be dumb about it, and then all of a sudden, like, have to owe all this money and be like, whoa, dude, because that's what people do. That's what people do. You hear stories like this all the time. Like, people will go to school, rack up all this debt, and they'll be working forever just to pay it off. Like, okay, you get out of school, let's just say that you get the job that you're, qualified for or whatever. Let's say first of all, when you work somewhere, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to start from the bottom up. Duh, hello. You're not going to be making some crazy cash right off the bat. So, I mean, but even then, I mean, you're still going to have to pay all this, and it takes time depending on how much you accrue, obviously. But there, I mean, and it depends on stuff. But I mean, you'd be paying that off. I mean, for some time. I mean, you know, unless you get somebody to help you, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when I went to school, I didn't have anybody helping me. So I mean, um, I know what that's like to sit there and have to sign off on those papers and be like, well, I'm just saying, like, I didn't go to a 4-year school or anything, but still, it still costs money, books and everything. I mean, sure, you can take the books back to like what I did, was I took my books back to the bookstore and I got money for them. Hey, I paid, I only got back 50% of what I paid for the books. Like, let's say I don't even remember what I paid for. Let's say I paid a couple $100 for each textbook. I think it was right around there, for most of them, a couple $100. I was lucky to get $70 back. I mean, really. Um, so I don't even know, but yeah, I don't know. But I just want to see you do it smart. That's all. I am not in any way, shape, or form would ever discourage you from doing anything. But I'm just saying, like, just do it smart. That's all. Um, and as your father, of course, I want to see you do that. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to do it stupid, do it stupid. I don't recommend it. What I'm trying to say is, just think before you do stuff. That's all. I mean, a lot of people think before they do stuff, but come to find out that they should have thought a lot harder than they actually did, but they didn't. That's all I'm saying. Um, but I don't know. It's getting kind of late over here, so I don't know what else to say. But I am very curious about your college, though. I would really like to, you know, that would be really awesome to, really, um, know where, your college is, or like, what kind of college you want to go to and stuff. Like, what do you have in mind? I mean, I know you're not a senior yet, but but I mean, you have to have some kind of ideas, right? Um, like, what are you into? Um, So when I was in school, they had BOCES, and I'm sure they still have that. So whatever. But BOCES is like, BOCES. Come on, man. It's like they ship you off there for a few hours a day, like maybe like twice a week or something. You take up something like, I mean, I did carpentry and stuff like that, and just whatever, whatever it was. Um, I I did carpentry, but then I ended up leaving there, and I was actually gonna I finished my carpentry, and I was gonna take some auto mechanics, but I ended up leaving that bow season. You know, I stayed in my school. Like I went to my school. I went to a different school actually, and in that school that I was in, um, I was the BOCES was out of the district, so I ended up going to a different school. And when I was in that school, I didn't do BOCES. I don't know why. I just didn't do it. I guess I could have if I wanted to. I just never did. I don't know why. I just didn't. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't getting paid for it. I mean, yeah, it's training, but really, is it really training? I don't know. I mean, do you really get a certificate for it? I didn't get a certificate for it. I mean, I wasn't there for a long time, but I did. I think I did definitely finish the carpentry class. Um, so I mean, basically, what they did for me, I went there like couple, 2 3 hours. It was towards the end of the day. Um, I think it was like the latter end of the day, and I went there for a couple hours at least, and I just like messed around with some wood or did whatever. Like the teacher, just I don't even remember what the teacher's name was, what he looked like, or anything. I don't remember any of the people or anything, but I definitely remember being there. Um, I don't even think I made anything. I don't know. Maybe I did. If I did, I just made it and threw it out. I don't know. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, and my niece was before my niece was born. I made her a gumball machine when my sister was carrying my niece, and I didn't even know uh what the baby's name was going to be at all. Like at that point, I don't even think I even knew if my niece was going to be a nephew or a niece. But I just remember I was like, I was 14, and I was really like hyped. I was like, wow, I'm going to be an uncle. Because I mean, I was 14. Come on. I mean, that was a big deal for me, you know, being an uncle, Um, so I was real happy about that. And so her name is Ashley. She went to West Virginia. West Virginia University or whatever it is, like West Virginia Mountaineers. Um, but then she left West Virginia and she came back to Buffalo, and she's graduating Buff State, or maybe she is graduating. I don't even know. I'd have to ask. I don't know. But so I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I know what she's taking up. It's she's not here. I don't want to talk about somebody who's not here. I'm just saying, like get into their personal stuff. I'm saying I don't mind mentioning people, but as far as getting into their personal stuff, I mean, whatever. I don't like doing all that. But you know, yeah. I mean, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the gumball machine. I didn't even know if she was gonna be a boy or a girl, but yep, she was my niece, and made a gumball machine, and it was a technology class. I remember making that. I burnt myself with a hot glue gun like mad times. Um, yeah, that was not fun. But I made the gumball machine, and it was like a little it had like a little jar on top, like just a little jar, like not a little jar, but it was a full grown jar, like you would find like a jelly jar. Um, in a Screwed it on top. There was gumballs, and obviously gumballs, a gumball machine, and like the nose had a little the note like the it had like a little like slot for the gumballs, and you just kind of like twist the nose, and the gumball would drop in the nose, and it would just like come out the mouth. It was pretty cool. um it's around here. I don't know if my mom has it or my sister still has it or whatever, but it's floating around somewhere. It's definitely because I've seen it recently. I just can't remember where I saw it or how long ago it was, but it's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's floating around this area, my sister's house or whoever. I don't even know. I really don't know, but it's around here somewhere. It definitely is. Um, wow, I made that a long time ago, but yeah, and I think I burnt something in there, like think I just it was something like